Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between ToD versus Johnny Cage. This game taking place here on Last Refuge. Johnny Cage has spawned as the human player in the teal trunks over here on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here on the bottom left, we have ToD spawning as, well, the blue human. Got to meet ToD and in person, well, numerous times over my lackluster career, and really just an animated guy, a very passionate guy. He cares very heavily and deeply about things, and feels very heavily about things. Just a really skilled Warcraft 3 player. Hopefully, with this resurgence of Warcraft 3, we'll be able to see more. Johnny Cage, a name I recognize, never got to meet in person, but did get to cast a couple of games in the past, and I am really looking forward to this, well, recommended match. As we're going to see these players just open up. Let's see what the hero is going to be. It is going to be an Archmage going up against an Archmage. No big surprises here in the human mirror match. Archmage being able to lead that caster army. If your opponent doesn't get some spellbreakers, then you have access to sorceresses, and, well, things just kind of go from bad to worse there. Spellbreakers, priest is, well, what was the old strategy in the human mirror, but there have been a lot of changes in the past. We'll see what we are going to be looking at in this particular matchup, as footmen are going to get trained, and most likely both sides will want to just try and focus on getting their Archmage to level 2. There is a major power spike or a major jump in overall effectiveness of that Archmage. You may not feel like it, but anyone who has sat on a level 1 Archmage for far too long quickly realizes how expensive water elementals are. ToD's water elemental absorbing quite a bit of damage. It's going to get taken down there. Gloves of haste. Well, gloves of haste are not rings of protection, so I'm sure ToD is happy at least about that, as he's going to make its way over, perhaps call more militia and try and engage against here or here as well. Footman is already here, ready to go. Footman, water elemental, are more militia making their way over. Yes, new line of militia making their way in now. Archmage, here we go. Drops a water elemental. Gonna go ahead and finish off that Forest Troll. High Priest purposely pulled away many of these units here, and that is actually a very strong tactic to try and, well, divide and conquer a creep camp by making sure that some of the units are spending time chasing after your own units here. You end up getting a creep camp that is much easier to take out. Archmage is already sitting at level 2. Meanwhile, let's take a look back at almost level 3. He's already cleared up the remaining item here, and you can take a look at the timing and the losses. Johnny Cage is maybe about 12 to 15 seconds behind, and, well, as I've said before, Warcraft 3 is really a game of seconds. Militia now making their way over. We should see an engagement. Water elemental going to try and attack. It's going to absorb a little bit of damage before getting taken down, and the militia and footmen all benefiting from vampiric aura. Archmage drops a level 2 water elemental right there. ToD, very specific, wanting to get a level 2 water elemental, significantly more damage. 19 to 23 now jumps to 33 to 41. A little bit more hit points as the units are going to go back and engage again. Water elemental ready to go. We're going to take a look. Double ensnare onto the footmen. Meanwhile, Johnny Cage is sitting at level 3 as well. Has not cleared out his expansion, as the footman and the Forest Troll Shadow Priest are going to be making its way over. Archmage sitting at level 3, double gloves of haste. If we see a Mounting King, Bash might actually be better. Thank you for the subscription, Action Swan. As Bash might actually be better because of that, well, very, very effective. Well, Water Elemental of ToD could get taken down. Johnny Cage, Water Elemental could get taken down as well. There it goes. The Forest Troll Shadow Priest trying to run away, as the Archmage is not going to be able to disrupt this town hall by himself. Back down across over here. Let's take a look. Oh, Forest Troll Shadow Priest. He's going to get body blocked. No. Beautiful micro by ToD. Forest Troll Shadow Priest slots into position. And then, well, let's take a look at this. This could be very bad news. Johnny Cage's one footman is going to be able to make its way out. One or two more shots. There it goes. Beautifully done by ToD. The microing, the position, that timing. Absolutely perfect to keep that Forest Troll Shadow Priest alive. There, a little bit of micro goes a long way, saving a 2 supply unit. Well, every little bit helps. As you are looking at the town hall, well, nope, not taking the tier 2 yet. Johnny Cage gonna have access to that hero, second hero first. How that many time difference? I'm not sure what you're asking. All right, yeah, but once again, thank you for the subscription right now. Trying to make sure that I, you know, like every responsible parent right now, trying to earn a little bit more and take care of the kids as well. Water Elemental now dropped Sentry Wards, being left behind. Archmage is going to sell any items. No, buy Boots of Speed on top of everything else. Meanwhile, well, we're going to be looking at one footman trying to take down 2, and normally that is not going to be a good battle, but considering that those footmen are actually not fighting that footman there, it could have come out ahead. Sentry Wards are dropped here. Are we going to see Gloves of Haste swap around? Oh, Gloves of Haste, what's going to happen? There you go, drops another Sentry Ward just to get rid of it, as this footman down to 136 hit points. All right, double backing around once more. Water Elemental. Are we going to see any more Forest Troll Shadow Priest? Footman getting taken down. 2, 3 Water Elementals right there. Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Abolish Magic Wars in 2020, trying to shut down Water Elementals. As you can see, a footman comes in from the back only to get taken down oh so quickly. No denial there. All right, Water Elemental down to 64, down to 30. 1 more Fireball, 2 more Fireball. There it goes. Archmage gets a little bit more experience again. Czerk, I'm happy to see you commenting. Mountain King now out onto the battlefield, as we're going to be looking. Footman, Stormbolt onto the footman already. Mountain King going to be able to pick off a handful of units pretty fast. That is not what I recommend. I don't know if ToD should really be trying to chase here, as units, well, the Forest Troll Berserker and that Forest Troll Shadow Priest with that range can pick off a unit pretty fast once it is stunned. Ogre Magi back over here. Mountain King wants to try and engage only against those units. Who's going to be able to get that Ogre Warrior? ToD gets it again. A triple Water Elementals. Archmage had plenty of mana prepping for all of this here, as the Mountain King could be in trouble. 1 or 2 more shots. Mountain King of Johnny Cage falls. Units now, well, trying to try and run back, but it looks like Johnny Cage still wants the opportunity to get some easy damage on these units. However, the Archmage is there trying to pick off that extremely low hit point Forest Troll Shadow Priest. All right, Gloves of Haste, faster attack speed. Footmen are right there. Let's take a look. Are going to see the death of a footman. There goes one footman. Another footman is right there as well. Johnny Cage did not have time, or did not have enough priest to try and heal back up those footmen. As we're looking at ToD, well, just holding back here. Tome of Knowledge will get picked up. Archmage sitting at level 4. Tech to tier 2, nearly done. As that Archmage, well, we know that ToD would have preferred Claws of Attack +6, but Gloves of Haste, kind of the same thing in this particular moment. All right, Clarity Potion for a Scroll of Regeneration now being used. Archmage going to hide inside his base, and ToD is looking absolutely monstrous right now. Oh, Archmage, the Illusion Archmage coming in and disrupting the healing, as we now see a swap to Blizzard. All right, Blizzard destroying this Warcraft 3 base right here. Someone's going to quote me, Blizzard's destroying Warcraft. As the Footman going to try and engage once more. Archmage pretty much knows that he can go unchallenged at this point, since there is no Mountain King to stop this. All right, so much Blizzard, so much damage raining down. Archmage going to continue to battle it out. Perhaps multiple towers could get taken down. Mountain King is in trouble, doesn't actually want to be standing there, as the Footmen are now making their way back over. All right, Naga Sewage could come in from the back, as we see a little bit of damage come in here as well. Blizzard still raining down. Johnny Cage gets up to level 4. Naga Sewage is in the backside. What is going on, as the Priest are now going to try and shift? Blue versus teal, difficult to spot, as somehow a low hit point Forest Troll Shadow Priest and lowest, well, level 2 finally on that Mountain King. Units are still trying to retreat back here. Forest Troll Shadow Priest Archmage should really be going after that unit there. Blizzard finishes off the unit, as the footmen now perhaps try to go back once more. Naga Sea Witch, no cold arrows. I believe it used Fork Lightning since all of those units were so clumped together. All right, coming back the other way, Archmage. They're gonna be able to easily escape. No cold arrows. Double Naga or double gloves of haste for the Naga Sea Witch. And well, I thought it was gonna be Bash at first, but if that Naga Sea Witch can continually throw down cold arrows and then shoot another arrow before the cold wears off, that's the perfect way to disrupt any fleeing units. However, the Archmage not getting stunned, that is going to be a very big deal as well. Without stuns, well, that Archmage and Blizzard can really do much more damage than otherwise. Anyways, Archmage going to come back. Spellbreakers joining in on the fight. More Blizzard raining down. ToD could lose his Naga Sea Witch. It does get taken down by a Blizzard. Naga Sea Witch, well, succumbing to the elements. Back on the other side here, Mountain King sitting at level 2, doesn't have that much mana. Archmage trying to come back the other way. Militia joining in on the fight. Militia wars now happening in the middle as Priest are coming across as well. Mountain King, Scroll of Town Portal quickly being used by the Archmage, down to 45 hit points as we see the Archmage tries to finish off that Mountain King who was down to, I believe, sub 50. Johnny Cage sitting at 46 supply. Meanwhile, ToD is sitting at 55, trying to rebuild many of his precious buildings at this point. Archmage sitting at level 5. Naga Sea Witch, level 1, does resurrect rather quickly, but I don't believe Johnny Cage... Well, no, Johnny Cage is actually going to give his opponent a little bit of time to rest here. Are we going to see Blizzard? Yeah, Blizzard coming across. Mountain King, why is it amongst all of those units? That doesn't make any sense, but damage coming across multiple units here. Overlord could get taken down. Mountain King down to, well, 115 hit points as it gets Endurance Aura. 5% increased attack speed, 10% movement speed right there, stealing a little bit of Bloodlust as well as that Mountain King gets to level 3. All right, big damage coming across here as level 4 on the Archmage, getting close to level 5. Mountain King level 3 with most likely level 2 Stormbolt. Archmage level 5 for ToD going up, and a level 2 Naga Sea Witch. Water Elementals are in position as well. The Naga Sea Witch could get to level 3 as we're going to see pressure here once again. Blizzard, Archmage, raining down problems. Repairs coming underway, but it's not working out all that well. There you go. Once again, more Blizzard raining down just outside of the range of those arcane towers, and those towers could end up falling. Spellbreakers are pushing their way through. And, well, arcane damage finally onto the Archmage. Archmage not going to have that enough for another Blizzard, but it may not matter. Enough damage was done. Repairs getting underway. ToD looks like he is going to lose at least all of these towers and perhaps the expansion as well. Mountain King, well, sees the rest of the army and says, you know what, I cannot stick around. One tower was still enough as we're looking at the units now trying to head back. Cyclone, Cyclone being used here in order. Fork of Lightning now in the back line. ToD going to try to pick off some of those units as well. Mountain King, is it getting slowed? It looks like it is. Priests are getting slowed in as the Spellbreakers should be going after those other priests too. If you can focus down the priest, that is a big deal. Meanwhile, Naga Sea Witch taking a lot more damage. Wanda Mana Stealing, trying to cold arrows that Mountain King enough. And what that Jangle of Endurance Aura really causing a bit of problems too. Naga Sea Witch unable to slow that Spellbreaker. Meanwhile, an expansion being built right under the nose of ToD. Is he gonna scout this out? He doesn't. He doesn't scout out the expansion here at the 9 o'clock position. Oh, we'll see if that absolutely turns things around. Naga Sea Witch gonna perhaps look to see if there's an expansion here. He's gonna think to himself, oh, all right, Johnny Cage is sitting on one base right now. That's why he has the army that he does. And at this late in the game, it's difficult to see where that 385 extra gold or 500 gold possibly went. Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 3, gonna go after some of these units once more. Spellbreakers trying to fight this way, taking less damage from the Overlord as it does chaos damage instead of normal. Archmage will try to back away. Let's take a look back down across here. Blizzard raining down, and this expansion is gonna be lost. Johnny Cage is going to be up on bases after a quick turnaround. Nope, not going to have that chance. School of Town Portal comes in. Fork Lightning. Spellbreaker's now coming back the other side. Mountain King going to try and engage. Dispel magic happening, Blizzard raining down, but Blizzard, it looks like it's doing a lot of damage, but there is a lot of spell breakers in that army composition. Mountain King needs to get away as it doesn't want to get hit by those spell breaker flayy things, as the Footman now looking to back up again. All right, Stormbolt onto a Footman right there, still mining once again. And is this just because that ToD, one of the reasons why ToD doesn't expect an expansion in that location is because Johnny Cage feels no problem just running back and retreating from that area. He's looking at this going, you know what, if I don't pay any attention to it, maybe my opponent won't pay any attention to it either. Also, well, no, the endurance aura item was dropped, so ToD should suspect that that particular location was cleared, but we don't see an upgrade to a castle yet for Knights. 64 supply for Johnny Cage going up against 70 for ToD. ToD does have a slight army size advantage as the Spellbreakers are going to come across here. Fork Lightning onto all of those, the backline priest. Stormbolt onto the Naga Sea Witch, but the Naga Sea Witch able to shake that off without a problem. Another Gloves of Haste. Is that Naga Sea Witch going to try to pick up a third? Mountain King now trying to pull back again, perhaps going after some of those other units as they are trying to slip through again. So many problems. Spellbreakers retreating back. Spellbreakers 2-1 upgraded, going up against 1-0. ToD should have the upper hand in this particular battle. Units are now trying to back up again. Archmage now throwing down a Blizzard. Naga Sea Witch uses a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability preemptively to shake off any Stormbolt that might be coming in from that Mountain King. Mountain King not really even engaging right now as we see a Stormbolt now onto the Naga Sea Witch, but a Scroll of Town Portal was passed over. Beautifully done, as we are looking at Johnny Cage while making their way back down, teleporting to the other end of the forest, not that far, and this is turning into Spellbreaker Wars 2020. Okay, fighting up on the high ground. One Spellbreaker finally catches sight of the gold mine that is being mined here. Archmage sitting at level 5. Naga Sea Witch going to make their way over. Fork Lightning comes across. Spellbreaker is going to get taken down. And here we go. In comes the next battle. Archmage really caught in a tough spot. Where is it trying to go? Is it going to be able to get there? Mountain King, Thunderclap, not useful at all. Trying to head back as well, as the Spellbreakers are fighting here once more. Spellbreakers going after the Naga Sea Witch. Mountain King is going to be able to get off a Stormbolt. Get the Stormbolt off onto ToD's Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch gets a Potion of Healing, but couldn't use it in time. Mountain King going to try and chase away the Archmage. Meanwhile, Blizzard now raining down from Johnny Cage, but it's only going to be able to hit some of those priests as the priests go further inside. That is not the place you want to be. ToD going to lose a couple of priests. The militia make their way back down. 64 supply here. Archmage going to be in huge trouble. And the fact that Johnny Cage has a Mountain King over a Naga Sea Witch, well, that's starting to favor Johnny Cage just a bit more. I am more afraid of a level 5 Mountain King than a level 5 Naga Sea Witch. But the Spellbreakers are so numerous that there are not very many targets for that Stormbolt. And even if you have the target for it, well, you probably can't land the Stormbolt because there is so much damage that is removing mana. Mountain King making its way back over. Archmage at 5, almost at level 6. Meanwhile, ToD does have mass teleportation. He went for level 3 Brilliance Aura over mass teleport, I believe. No, that Water Elemental is the level 2 variety, so we could possibly have... is that the level 2? Yeah, that's the level 2 variety Water Elemental. We could have mass teleport with level 3 Brilliance Aura as the priests really want to just try and heal. There is only one priest left right now. All right, Spellbreakers 2-2 versus 1-1 fighting. Meanwhile, a major battle happening off over here. Thank you for the follow. More Blizzard raining down. The number of priests coming in from Johnny Cage, that is a big deal. ToD now purposely separating his arcane towers so that they will not get hit by a single Blizzard from Johnny Cage. All right, he runs over and then loses mana and being forced to run back. All right, we are still at Keep, not yet at Castle. So it is going to be maximum 2-2 upgrades. Meanwhile, back across here, Militia what were they doing? We are looking at ToD now looking to set up an expansion of his own. As Johnny Cage getting into position, Mountain King, well, 10% movement speed, 5% increased attack speed as well. As we're going to look at them engage here in just a second. No, looking to back up once more. One Spellbreaker of ToD is just going to sit inside this base and perhaps try and fight back. However, the militia are calling to arms and should be able to fight back against this one Spellbreaker with little to no effort. All right. Now, after a crazy battle throughout much here. Oh, Army Staff of Teleportation comes in. Archmage says, surprise, I'm not good for you. And takes down peasant after peasant. I thought that was a Staff of Teleportation for a moment. No. Archmage says, you know what? I can go ahead and show up here and cause problems. Spellbreakers, and basically Johnny Cage says, you know what? If you're going to go after my main base, I'll go after your expansion. There's more gold here anyways. And it is going to be a quick trade. Johnny Cage does not have a scroll of Town Portal. Meanwhile, the keep here is going to end up falling. And as it falls, we should be looking at a Staff of not a Staff of Teleportation, a mass teleport off to the other side here. Teleport back down. Peasants all getting taken down. Blizzard is here. And Naga Sea Witch getting hit by that Blizzard very heavily. So is all that Priest. As Johnny Cage making its way over. Scroll of Town Portal to get away now. As all of those units will be backing out. All right, supply count 64 over 72 compared to 75 over 78. That Tome of Agility now picked up. Units are now going to try and back away once more. No more mining at the main base. Not even really worth trying to set up a base now. But we also know that there is no castle, keep, or anything to try to train up additional units. Oh, wow. Nope. The farm right here. That's going to get taken down. We could be looking at some long-distance mining coming across. Naga Sea Witch making its way over. Spellbreaker is going to end up taking a little bit of damage here. It does walk away fairly fast, and there it goes. All right, Peasants running over. Then going to go ahead and start mining here in just a moment. Blizzard now raining back down. Mass teleport coming across. And where is it going to go? It teleports inside the main base again and says, you know what? You thought I was going to fight you here? Not at all. All right, Spellbreakers are just repositioning everywhere on the map. Same thing for the Peasants now. Peasants are just everywhere on the map too, and that is going to be a problem. Anywhere you see a lone random Spellbreaker, you could see a gigantic, massive army there. As soon as you see the army make their way over, he's just going to teleport somewhere else and, well, be able to get back to safety. Archmage, level 3, Brilliance Aura. That is absolutely big once more. Goblin, Zeppelin, Priest are healing back up. There is only, 2 Priests in this entire army. We are looking at the Spellbreaker trying to finish off this particular gold mine line. Meanwhile, we could have a teleport back, or the Archmage could just try and take down this expansion again. We are looking at a scout farm being positioned in a rather curious spot. It could go ahead and, well, get completed here in a moment's notice as well. All right, Archmage, everyone get on the chopper and teleport over here to the other side. We have Arcane Sentry on these towers as well. Spellbreaker tried to make its way in and quickly realized, you know what, that is not where I want to be. Naga Sea Witch slithering back over. Good damage here. We're going to say a little bit of perhaps gold dropped, items dropped here once more. But ToD is still looking for a way to close out the game. He knows that, well, perhaps he knows that he doesn't need to do a straight up engagement against his opponent, because he is still mining at this point. Back off to the north here. This expansion still not cleared up. We could be seeing a second base established by ToD here in just a moment. Naga Sea Witch perhaps going to get a Claws of Attack +6 as a beautiful follow-up item. And now going into the corners of the map as well. Naga Sea Witch, there you go. There's the aggro, going to try and pull units away. There's an ensnare, though. Archmage is in position, drops a water elemental. We are looking at a leftover water elemental finishing off that here. Main army now making its way in. or a big the big issue right now is staff of teleport, or not staff, mass teleport, teleporting away again, gonna land up, finishing off many of those units, and Johnny Cage cannot catch up with instant mobility all the way across the map. Movement in battle is absolutely key, and when you're able to be in the right position at the right time in a moment's notice, that is big. However, it looks like ToD is just trading bases right now. All right, 67 supply compared to 71. ToD's base, mass teleport as well. Both sides getting mass teleport, a big deal. Perhaps getting a couple of the straggler spellbreakers finally gave Johnny Cage access to mass teleport. All right, instant mobility battle. Naga Sea Witch off over here. Let's take a look. Fork Lightning for that back line. Not going to really work. Stormbolt onto the Naga Sea Witch. Mountain King trying to make its way over. Blizzard now raining down as well. We're going to see, a couple of damage shots going onto Johnny Cage's Spellbreaker. Johnny Cage's Spellbreaker trying to head back. Let's take a look. Naga Sea Witch coming back over the other side. Are we going to see some more Forked Lightnings? Cold arrows. Stormbolt onto the Archmage. Archmage of ToD could be in trouble. Scroll of Town Portal now trying to head back out. Low hit point Spellbreakers everywhere. What is going on? 55 supply to 65. All right, we are getting up to castle. We could get to level 3. Canceling the castle. I guess he bought some items from the shop there. No, he didn't buy items. No more mining happening anywhere. And now, ToD and Johnny Cage's armies just look far too similar for me to make a prediction on who's going to come out ahead. All right. Naga Sea Witch buys a Scroll of Healing. Archmage is going to buy a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Mountain King chasing after. Stormbolt finishing off units. Mountain King, if it gets to level 6, Avatar is going to make a big difference as well. Archmage looks like it has Boots of Speed, but no, doesn't. Peasants are now trying to make their way inside here, as the keep may end up getting taken down. All right, Blizzard now raining down here. Arcane Tower is suffering quite a bit of damage. Are we going to see the army perhaps just try and make a run, try to save the bases here? Johnny Cage making a brilliant effort to deal lots of damage. Back across here, Arcane Archmage is actually losing mana, getting hit by the Arcane Tower, but it may not matter as the Blizzard finishes everything off. All right, Fork Lightning, Stormbolt onto the Mountain King. More Blizzard still raining in here. Staff of Teleportation, or Mass Teleport coming across, and it really is a game where not being able to stop the mass teleport and stopping those channel abilities is the issue. ToD going for a Naga Sea Witch over a Mountain King, and now if Johnny Cage can get within range and land a Stormbolt, I don't believe the Archmage has a Scroll of Town Portal any longer. 68 supply over 60 compared to 52 over 54. This is still anyone's game. 2-2 upgrades going up against 2-2 upgrades as well. It may come down to the number of priests in each army. 1 priest, 2 priests for ToD's army going up against 4 priests for Johnny Cage's army, and that may be the underlying difference. Johnny Cage is able to heal up his army faster than his opponent in and out of battle. Johnny Cage looking to sell some of those items. Let's take a look. Tome of Retraining again? All right, once you get to this stage in the game and you know that Blizzard is not going to be able to do that much, Johnny Cage once again swapping, knowing that he's only going to be able to Blizzard those priests in the back line. Now, by perhaps going for level 2 Brilliance Aura, level 3 Water Elementals, he'll be able to do enough. Meanwhile, let's take a look. All of the priests are actually purposely staying back at home, and so it is more like a hospital, not actually a field combat medic. All right, Archmage going to try and back away. Mountain King doesn't see any easy targets. Going to run back once more. Mountain King really moving at a high speed, as the Archmage does get the bonus from that from that Jango of Endurance Aura. All right, units trying to make their way back over. Water Elemental trying to get some more damage onto those units. Movement is key, and even if it's not instantaneous movement, the Endurance Aura helping with movement speed to get around the map, definitely still helpful. All right, ToD trying to run back every which way. They're holding bags of gold with nowhere to drop them off, as the Water Elemental, well, tries to put pressure there again. New scout farm could get taken down. Meanwhile, Water Elemental could be in trouble. Archmage, well, he's going to drop Water Elemental. Is not going to be able to do that. No, as we're looking at ToD still trying for the chase again. 2-2 upgrades against 2-2 upgrades. Army sizes are about the same. Archmage of Johnny Cage has level 3 water elementals. I believe ToD has level 2 water elementals, but more Brilliance Aura. That could be a difference as well, as the units are still trying to wander around. There's a teleport. Where is it going? What is it going to find? Back off to the north here. Teleport and then trying to perhaps catch away. So why are they still going Spellbreakers? Because they can't train anything else. They're not going anything. These units are the units that they have, and that's it. They can't train up anything. They're not mining anything. 50 over 54 supply, and that's pretty much it right now. All right, teleport. Where are they going to go? Trying to teleport away. Peasant, however, gets caught and taken out. Loss of mana there. ToD getting ready to move back off to the north. Naga Sea Witch with a Ring of Regeneration. Archmage really getting in a lot of mana as well and trying to fight into a fortified position. This could be absolutely a terrible spot to be in. All right, let's go ahead. Continuing to battle this out. Let's take a look. Stormbolt onto the Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch, however, pretty much well protected by a very wide line of Spellbreakers and control magic. Johnny Cage actually able to pull pull that unit there and then start going after the priest. Now Mountain King going after that. Goblin Zeppelin picks up, trying to chase after. Very difficult as the heroes are getting picked up and dropped back off. All right, Mountain King perhaps going to try and go after those units. Not going to be able to do so as they are teleporting back or just moving back across over here. Fork Lightning coming across the other way. Mountain King ran so far deep only to realize that, well, the Goblin Zeppelin allows them to move around the map so freely. Naga Sea Witch continuing to drop off units here. ToD trying to finish off more again and again as the Naga Sea Witch uses a Fork Lightning. Oh, Stormbolt dodge with the Goblin Zeppelin picking up, and Johnny Cage gives the GG. In the end, it was ToD's micro over Johnny Cage that gave him the advantage in that mirror match. Goblin Zeppelin picking up, dropping off, using the high ground, and really making that Mountain King chase units around for what seemed like forever and a day, only to see it finally just fall apart. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.